important. So, that being said, I shall begin to peruse my notes with a little tour of the church. So, firstly, ladies and gentlemen, let me just say welcome to Megan's magnificent, magical, mystical tours. If everybody would just like to stand up and follow me.
Right now?
Yes, please. I'm sorry that some of you have already started smoking, but I'm sorry to disrupt that smoke trail. Follow me.
I hate
Now, as you already know, this is the church of Kapnikarea. Okay, now what I'd like us to do is just to get a sense of the building, just have a little stroll around. Okay, so follow me.
Mr. Victor.
As you well know, this is the church. That's a window. This is a tree. Beautiful doors.
Alarm system.
Alarm system. Alarm system. Thank you, group. More doors and more windows. What's this? That's a lump of concrete with a tap next to it.
Could you say that?
Mom,
please?
Αυτό είναι μια πέτρα με a tap. Okay. So I just wanted to get you into the feeling of the whole church vibe. So let's go back to the door. Now, if you're smelling anything strange, then that's probably urine. So I'm very sorry about that, but as we're in the middle of this busy commercial street here, Örmu, unfortunately there are some bums that like to express themselves. So, welcome ladies and gentlemen. So could somebody remind me please of what the name of this church is?
Kapnikarea.
Thank you very much, that's very good and an excellent accent I must say. So, you can see before you Byzantine, I think if you're American that you say it like Byzantine, is that right?
It's kind of how we say it.
Okay.
Can't help it.
How do you say it?
It's Byzantine.
Byzantine. So let's take the American one just for a laugh. You can see before you a Byzantine church. It's estimated to be having built in the 11th century. Okay, maybe around 1050. That's jolly interesting, isn't it? The Byzantine period was
Byzantine.
Byzantine. Are you sure? To be honest, it's it's the accent thing. It throws me off. I've had lecturers from your part of the world for a while, so basically the Byzantine period was not one of the hottest for the Greeks. In fact, according to the blue guide, and that's not the pink guide, ladies and gentlemen, the blue guide, Athens was of little importance in this period. So sorry, sorry about that. As you can see, that this church has all the typical telltale signs of the Byzantine era, all relating to the Orthodox Church. Now, does anybody know what are the telltale signs that will give away that it belongs to this particular era?
The shape of the earth.
Excellent! Well done, Gerard! Good. Anything else?
It's in between. Before the earth, no?
So you're talking about the roof?
No, I'm talking about maybe this...
you mean the mosaics?
Yes.
The lintel.
Excellent, well done again, you're doing really well. You obviously know your stuff there. Anything else?
I guess this.
The dome.
The trula.
The dome.
Well done, well done. So,
The stone being... No,
and the sort of stone that's being used, which we'll talk about in a moment.
Plus
So,
the age of the church is like our tour guide, so it kind of it's Byzantine.
Well, some of us might find that funny, but some of us don't. So, as you can see, this church has all the typical telltale signs, as it's already been mentioned by a lovely Gerard here. This is very evident by the highly coloured, stylised form of art from this era. You can see up there, you've got very bright mosaics representing the Virgin Mary herself, you know, which is straight away a telltale sign. Also, the style of architecture is recognisable by the pointed eaves, massive domes, as also mentioned by lovely Gerard. Sorry about that, lovely. With square bases, rounded arches, spires and minarets, and extensive use of mosaics. So, unfortunately, this church was built over an ancient Greek temple.
Yeah, this is true.
Over the top of an ancient Greek temple. They did that a lot. The first temples that were built here were probably built in wood. Some of these were later built in stone, but obviously because they were built in wood, very little remains. But what we do know is, like many of the original temples, they were often built with these types of churches on top. Ancient Greeks worshipped cult objects, which were objects that resembled a human form, which were considered to be gods themselves.